ring shout is a form of sacred dance and song done in some black churches in North America. It's very old. It might have come in whole or in part from West Africa. In 1861, at the start of the United States Civil War, there was a song that had been used in the ring shout and had become a popular hymn in its own right, and that got picked up by soldiers fighting for the Union. And they changed the words yet again to remember John Brown, who was a hero in the fight against slavery, and he had been put to death not long before the start of the war. So the Union soldiers sang about John Brown. They also sang about what they were going to do to Jefferson Davis, the president of the Confederacy. Later in that same year, 1861, William Weston Patton took the same song and wrote some lovely verses that tell more of the story of John Brown's life. So I've included some of that text here too. In 1915, this same song became an anthem of the North American labor movement. A certain organizer with the Industrial Workers of the World, Ralph Chaplin, wrote Solidarity Forever as 6 powerful verses. I include the best 4 of those verses here, plus an adaptation of one more verse that's attributed to Steve Suffet from 2005. I've also included most of the song Move On Over, written by Len Chandler in 1965. Move On Over takes this same song and tells us about the continuing reality of racist oppression and the continuing movement fighting for freedom.
Solidarity forever! Solidarity forever! Solidarity forever! For the Union makes us strong. John Brown's body lies a mouldering in the grave. John Brown's body lies a mouldering in the grave. John Brown's body lies a mouldering in the grave, but his soul is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His soul is marching on. John Brown, he was a hero, was undaunted, true and brave, and Kansas knows his valor when he fought her rights to save. Now though the grass is growing tall and green above his grave, his soul is marching on. John Brown's knapsack is strapped upon his back. John Brown's knapsack is strapped upon his back. John Brown's knapsack is strapped upon his back. His soul is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His soul is marching on. He captured Harper's Ferry with his 19 men so few, and frightened old Virginia till she trembled through and through. They hanged him for a traitor, they themselves the traitor crew, but his soul is marching on. They will hang Jeff Davis from a sour apple tree. They will hang Jeff Davis from a sour apple tree. They will hang Jeff Davis from a sour apple tree, and his soul will go to hell. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His soul will go to hell. Now you who fight for freedom, you must strike while strike you may. The death blow of oppression in a better time and way. The dawn of John Brown's vision has now brightened into day. His soul is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah, his soul is marching on.
Mine eyes have seen injustice in each city, town, and state. Your jails are filled with black men, and your courts are white with hate. And with every bid for freedom, someone whispers to us, wait. But the movement is moving on.
It is you who are subversive, you're the killers of the dream. In a savage world of bandits, it is you who are extreme. And you never take your earmuffs off, nor listen when we scream. But the movement's moving on. Move on over, or we'll move on over you. Move on over, or we'll move on over you. Move on over, or we'll move on over you. Oh, the movement's moving on. Your dove of peace with bloody beak, 6 talons in a child. You bend the olive branch to make a bow, then with a smile you string it with the lynch rope you've been hiding all the while. But the movement's moving on. Move on over, or we'll move on over you. Move on over, or we'll move on over you. Move on over, or we'll move on over you. Oh, the movement's moving on. You conspire to keep us silent in the field and in the slum. You promise us the vote, then sing us we shall overcome. But John Brown knew what freedom was, and he died to win us some. Oh, the movement's moving on. Move on over, or we'll move on over you. Move on over, or we'll move on over you. Move on over, or we'll move on over you. Oh, the movement's moving on. Many noble dreams are dreamed by small and voiceless men. Many noble deeds are done, the righteous to defend. We're here today, John Brown, to say we'll triumph in the end. Oh, the movement's moving on. Move on over, or we'll move on over you. Move on over, or we'll move on over you. Move on over, or we'll move on over you. Oh, the movement's moving on. When the Union's inspiration through the workers' blood shall run, there can be no power greater anywhere beneath the sun. Yet what force on earth is weaker than the feeble strength of one? For the Union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the Union makes us strong. Is there aught we hold in common with the greedy parasite who would lash us into serfdom and would crush us with his might? Is there anything left to us but to organize and fight? For the Union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the Union makes us strong. They have taken untold millions that they never toiled to earn, but without our brain and muscle, not a single wheel can turn. We can break their haughty power, gain our freedom when we learn that the Union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the Union makes us strong. In our hands is placed the power greater than their hoarded gold, greater than the might of armies multiplied 1,000-fold. It can bring to birth a new world from the ashes of the old, for the Union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the Union makes us strong. They divide us by our color, they divide us by our tongue, they divide us men and women, they divide us old and young, but they'll tremble at our voices on the day we act as one, for the